I was just watching some football practice over here at the local regional high school, and I'm hoping this little sound barrier I made on the camera pouch has been working, because there was just so much wind. Again, here's the setup. I put a piece of cardboard with some electrical tape and velcroed it to the top of the case, because the microphone for the camera's up here. So hopefully it'll cut down on the wind, and you'll hear more conversation as opposed to wind. Yeah, well, that's enough with that. So I know I had started talking a little bit about parking lots earlier. Parking lots are no big deal whatsoever. I mean, parking lots are pretty easy to negotiate. You really have to keep your eyes moving back and forth and get the bee off you. You'll find that a lot of people, not only will they just pull out in front of you for no reason, but that they will back up or not see it, and you know, riding on an ambulance, I have a very bad habit of talking on the phone with my Bluetooth, and my Bluetooth actually fits under my helmet, so I try not to do it while I'm on the bike, but sometimes it's just got to happen. But these people that actually hold their cell phone up to their ear, and ladies, I love you to death, but so help me Christ, if I see one more woman on a cell phone putting makeup on if I see one more woman putting makeup on while they're on a cell phone in the middle of rush hour traffic, and I'm trying to get through with an ambulance, oh, so help me. You know, everybody wants to get somewhere in a hurry, but nobody ever remembers that the ambulance may have your mother in the back of it, or your friend's grandmother. So get out of the way, please. You know, please get out of the way, for the love of God and the love of your patient and your family members. You know, if it's not your, and if you're lucky enough that it is not your mom in the back, then get out of the way, because it may be somebody else's mom, and if it were your mother, you'd want them to get out of the way too. So try and keep that in mind, please, because there's nothing more frustrating than than having a patient in the back of your ambulance that, as an EMT, you can only do so much to help, and at this point in time, you're just trying to get to the hospital. You can't help them anymore, and you're trying to get through an intersection, and there's some schnook in the middle of the road trying to make a left-hand turn with a cell phone on one ear. They've got french fries in the other hand. They're trying to turn on the radio. They got their boombox blasting. Listen, I'm all for good music, and I'm all for eating in the car, but you hear an ambulance, you need to hear the sirens, man. You got to look around. You got to hear the sirens. If you can't hear 200-watt speakers blowing like 3,000 decibels worth of siren in your ear, your freaking radio is too loud. You know, these things are made so you can hear them and get out of the way, not so you can get frustrated and go, oh, I have to wait another 5 minutes. Somebody's dying. Somebody's very sick or injured, and they're in the back of the ambulance, or the fire truck is trying to get to them. Get out of the way. You know, please. You know, there's nothing more frustrating than being trained on how to help somebody and not being able to, because people are in the way. It's just very, very frustrating. So, enough of that rant. Excuse me again. God, I gotta get rid of this cold. Oh, goodness. Bagel, anyone? And he's braking. Yeah, that was another thing. When I first started learning, I hit on shifting once before. And look at this guy. Was he trying to squeeze around me or something? Sometimes I forget what gear I'm in, or what I was just doing, or something like that. Like there, I just tried to go when I was in 4th gear or 5th gear. you'll feel it. It'll lurch back a little bit. Like you'll go to hit the throttle, and instead of the nose lifting up and going forward, you know, the nose will lift up as you go forward. Instead of doing that, the nose will kind of sink down, like you're doing an endo, like you're hitting the front brake. The nose will sink down. The engine will race, but you won't go anywhere. Don't get freaked out. Don't start letting go of things and looking around and looking down at your bike. Always keep your eyes straight ahead. And I really don't like this guy behind me. Always keep your eyes straight ahead. And if that ever happens, just let off on the throttle and squeeze in the clutch, like your normal safety procedures. If there's ever an issue, lose the throttle, squeeze in the clutch, and you'll just coast. You're just on neutral. So if you're coasting and you go to let off on the clutch and squeeze and throttle up, and the nose of the bike goes down, the revs will go up to like 6,000 or 7,000 revs, and the bike won't go anywhere. That usually means you're in the wrong gear. So just South Jersey, man, you gotta love it. Light's been green for 4 seconds, and the guy's got a beep like he's like a mile back. Fucking asshole. Oh, I can't stand that shit. Seriously, like, I'm about to get off this bike and then go rap on this guy's window and ask him how much further he wants me to go into the red light. Now, you just can't beat South Jersey asses. God damn. Anyway, so the nose of the bike will go down and the revs will go up and you won't be going anywhere. So you squeeze in the clutch, shift up. Shift up. Usually that means that like you hit too high of a rev in like second or third gear, and you're coasting at 40, 50, 60 miles an hour, and you forgot about it. You went to rev up, and now your engine sunk down to like 2,000 revs. So now you got to click up to third or fourth gear or whatever. So don't get spooked by it. Just excuse me again. Don't get spooked by it. Just shift up, and you'll be good with that. Oh my goodness, this is watch. I'm going to catch this red light again. I'm so glad I left work early today. That way I could, yep. What I'm going to do, I'm going to stop this tape and then start another one because YouTube will flag me because the damn thing's too long and I haven't talked about anything yet. Oh man, if this guy hits me, I'm going to be so pissed. Be safe out there. Oh, goodness.